Yedi kasiye efiri ho ebreo ensem edi mu akotene no edoso yenkohwe kakra eye enianimu ensem Abaino enkita hodie suafo ede abetu dwase yampa petition mako edubi yede etia OSP ene abato komisa ne mpanimfo Sanso ni abekwa enim ewonse fufuro mu prison service wo mo baye pad ene nkonya ama Ghana schools no ama school for ho hare won ewo ense fufuro mu no enso National Road Safety Authority dia betu dwa se Toyota Voxy cars na de commercial no edi tu kwantenten no ehu ye pa obaye hwemu ye edi afa ho na yakọ amanone ensem emo na afidie babrabro crane na wodi edi dwuma eye construction no akoto train bi so ama enipa ba aduasa to nananom ewo ensiedo ya fasida manyumaku a omukura yemu Newman College Department of Nursing koye nursing course wo na bebo pa wo degree wo top up RGN diploma nurses certificate in nursing and a registered assistant clinical wo diploma in nursing so school ni accredited GTech and NMC asomu ye pa affiliated to UDS wo regular weekend any evening sessions so we school no certificate ni valid ewa abrochi memo yemfra was 0574 661 117 0574 661 117 ana 0267 330 opo bi obekire BS in nursing enti se ukuta master of science ebebo opa 0558 052747 and 0574 661117 promise herbal so ahabandro bi awo pato obenya bi ato promise herbal e Oyerepa TV abusan ya se heya and number for 0535 544681 0535 544681 mema munyina ajo bio bidin e di PSC ladi ensem no entwiremu ene Eye ngita ho die dwumadi a yefre no accountability series a ekoso a woni a oya abadwuma oye mpanifo ahodo de da abadwuma no yehwe wonum enwumadie mu ne ade betu edwane mu enenam so ama eye minister in charge ama government communications Ora Felix kwachi ofosu ade abetu dwase ampa petition mako edubi watro a ekwatia office of the special prosecutor ena afa eye abato commissar ene na bedi akire mienu no na ewobra owura kwache ofosu ekasa no okire se petition ni nyina no odebekọ akoma chief justice na ekoka ne se wi a omampanyi his excellency John Dramani Mahama ne nsanim biem
Ensema wodwa memfo bi ekwatregu krata so efa special prosecutor Owura Kisia Jabin ene electoral commissioner Maami Jane Mensa ena the deputies mienu hu senke beye dia aban hwe wonsemu na yanji wondibre influence no Minister of Government Communications Owura Felix Kwachi Ofosu aba betrem se eyampa petitions ahodo base du ena ekopie mu mampani atena ya se yekase mampani so abo atire ade akwakoma aban lawyer pani Owura Felix Kwachi Ofosu nkase ewo dwumadie bi ene ekoso ewo nkrampomponi mantemu ene wochim se o hwe petitions du ebae na emu enso eko etia electoral commissioner ene deputies mienu no ena miensa no ekotia special prosecutor na nyina mu no said section 16 ewo special prosecutors act 959 at 2017 ne kano amampani di obetimi aya ne se zo obo asem na chikoma chief justice no so ena adua sansdem no watimi ahwehwe nsem nim no mo huanamo a obetimi e dia fa ho pepepe
that unlike the petition against the Chief Justice, the President's mandate in respect of the petitions against the OSP and the Electoral Commissioner and her two deputies ends with conveying the petitions to the appropriate quarter, which in this instance is the Chief Justice. That was done a couple of weeks ago. I think I announced same. A total of 10 petitions were received from various individuals and groups, 7 of them against the Electoral Commissioner and her two deputies, and 3 against the OSP, all of which have been sent to the Chief Justice. So the President has no role again in that. And in that regard, we cannot speak to it. I, as the president's spokesperson, cannot speak to it because I honestly do not know where things are. The Chief Justice outfit will be in a good position to, maybe you may want to send inquiries to the Judicial Secretary for an update. The President will once again be called upon to act in that regard when the Chief Justice is done with determining prima facie whether there is a basis for it. When that happens, the Chief Justice will then set up a committee.
Yanko and Sanfo from Ministry of Education, Ghana, Umesian, and FSM as your Ministry of Interior, Omasan Science, Pam said Ghana Prison Service, Ebaya Pad, and Konya, and no maybe Aka, Ediama Ghana in school salon.
We are including the Ghana Prison Service to ensure that we do not have implementation bottlenecks. I wish to express my appreciation to my brother and his leader, the Honorable Minister for Education, for this collaboration. Honorable Minister, we are very grateful. We don't take this thing lightly. We know how difficult it is. We know the challenges that come, but you spearheaded and shows real commitment to help the Ministry of Interior through Ghana Prison Service to be able to get our inmates better reform after incarceration, and we are eternally grateful. And your team, we are very grateful for the collaboration that you have brought us up to this point. I also commend the leadership and officers of the Ghana Prison Service for their readiness to scale up production and training in support of the national priority. Let me conclude by saying that what we are doing will bring a great change to incarceration in Ghana.
Asoye ehwe nhomasuya so ene afisema so ye no ede wonsa hye ntiase apam krata ase a ebebie kwan mu ama Ghana Prison Service etimi aye enyema ma de siesie ho wa abosumi akonto sanitary pad entade ene enkonwa ahodo ede ama schools wo mamu na no mu ena aba betodwa se won hihye mu no waye se enyema ode be no aban yenhye ne bo no ombete so ho mu nchichemu aduasa ne nyina eka ena aban ni so ade hunu se ebeboa sanitary pad o hawa ma bi komu no watimi ayefro na no kan obi ema oswafo oda afisema asoye na no nwanfo mutaka Mubarak ekasai echiremu se sanhye eba beboa pa ama sika hodo abande hye dwumadi ahodo mu no etimi akonkan na enamso ama wona oda ne duafie nso wanyantete bi ene nsanodwuma bi asua bra akwakoda afiase na no mu ena Director General Emma Ghana Prison Service Miss Patient Bafoboni echiremu se sa tiase apame a enam so be ma ne duafo atimi anya sa nsanodwuma ntete adwumadie no ebeboa pa ma obi ebebeda fiase a kobasi yi ne kura onni di okokoye ntine nam so amana sa kodi boni aba no ombetimi asisa hawo no
Yanko ashen kobedie ene akwantu ensem emo Toyota Voxy vehicles cars nkrowankrowa aba asise no yedi tu kwan pa ene ebi o timi free kumase ko wase kropombogo so takwa ebi kura ko takra de nyina ebi free kumase eko enkran ya ni ata penti ho tuntum black na no National Road Safety Authority akachi a wono mo hwe akwanso jojo dia betu dwase cars no dodo no aye nifa ebeba no next year ni bonifa na ye de akobia magaji ni akotu ni ye de abobo nkum so na no mususu se de oye broni a oye de ba ye no ade no amfa amobo nkum na ye ni betutu nyina de akobo nifa ho won we no akohia fitani bi oye professional otu de kobo bonkum se pe okuku nkrofo emma enti ose ye ahweye ewo ho nti omo hwese ombe hwemu papa ene ukoi ena umde statement eba abonten ede be ma ye nyina ye bokoko se yenya ahweye ewo sa kaswa sese yede aye commercial yede aye trotro anase yede tu kwan no eho efa dompi no efri se ebetimi aye hu ede ama akwantifo wose wo technical working group woti ekuo bia owonimdie ewo ka ho na afi wo aboa ma yaye hwemu ewo ka so ehu ansana ebeje atomu ye ewo mai mu a yaje atomu ye nti Toyota Voxy vehicles aye ka ho asem no eno ene wo honom no bi wo honom akire no efa nipa nan ibi okra enwotwe na animu baako nti cars no say ena etie in fact wotena mu a edede bese mframa fa ho pa enti eho asem ene kokoba yede ema akwantifo eno no na ye call ensefufuro mu asem we de ede magana na adedade esanse Ghana police ahene IGP abo enipa dunsun bi abaso de broni friend promotion no a ene aye ni jenko a
Empenfo kasa chemu se eye apolisi form akobako edunso a ene wormo abo wan abaso no wormo esefata esansa wohwe won dwumadi ahodo a wormo di edema omai Ghana na edasronko wormo atu won ho asi ho a wapan won ho achi se wormo ebesom omai no enu nti sa abaso bode no eye akwanya a wormo anya a wormo de faso amam nkrofo edunso ehu se na wormo ye no eso omai no ani na wormo asan akire se wona waka no won dwumadi ahodo mu no wa obeyiro ho abebo ho moden no sa pepepe ana ombeye edi amawo apeja umudiem ewo u police dia wudie no emu IGP yewonu ena afa nipa kunu bia eye police management board won mo ka ho bie no ebo sa nipa yi abaso papa esan ekasa kire won mo che won se sa abaso body a won mo enya no won mo hunu se ebo wona batiri se enema won mo eye ewo won dwumadi ahodo mu no won mo ema wo mu so esan se nipa ku bi eginachi ade wo ye bia no won mo ahwe wo eye mpenifo se ne be ya ne wo ye no so won mo bebu hu aten ede akire wo sa so ena futo no bi koma eye nipaku ahodo a wonmo eye police dwumadie ni nyina se won dwumadie no wonmo nyane sania wonmo nimne a wonmo eye na wonbe ye ne kwa so na wonmo asom omai Ghana sanso ena Ghana police service no wonmo kasa chemu se efiri na ekro no yade a agina ne naso pa wonmo bo modin ase obi biada a wo bo no modin a wo yade ewo police sum dwumadie mu no wonbe bo nipa kora ba so eno so pebo ama police fo nyina kanyan won ho ewo police sum dwumadie a wonmo edi edema ama Ghana
Yanko Eastern Region epoya mantemo na eye ekura ye frɛ no ankase maase wo mo se ohwo okɔ ebuakwa south ene ebuakwa north krusi no mu a ekuro bi ho no mpotem ho e frɛ no ebuakwa na bola esum ho no bola no enye bola ketwa na wono mesubonten ensu a wono sanom eye ade no asa bola no nsu to a na echimu asane abegu wono mesubonten no na no anono sanom ya yi dangerous o se ehuma wono mo enti mpenifo hwe enka ho asem ema wono
nti sabri yesere mpanyimfo mu amonsa be kan video bi no se momwa na yene eye municipal assembly wo abuakwa north no enkasa yo na ba biom de bola no egu no omo hwe no omo sesane man fi se fi ho de ba ha no enye kwan bia eya na montie tie bi sa enu 1 kilometer mpu enti nso eni to easy na de ho nso anso no abre wo mu
yenu nyana egusu wu
nana for wasem ka ikratu no ema
o masem krakra ni se ye hiamoa se omomoa ye bebi am de bola no ye tumi ka sem fango na kwa be faso ye di ba ma ye nyina no ada me hia na se nyina ye pe o se sa ni di ya apomodin ahunidie ni ho apomodin tumi ma ti ye se won se benefon se on moye na kwa me faso na bola sunu ayego sunu mu no egusu kunku ye bo yare no na asu eti emaye ya semwa ankase ma me di oni ma me kanu ele nya akase ko sunu efri ha kodu akodum desu ne boshe eti ye wa akase ha no ye egusu num number 1 phone num number 2 phone num eti poezi na ne nya egusu eno ti yaso nya pokro na dia fo finye saka kole na kwa akunya wo ya inu muso no nyina yaso ala ne ka ho me no bio no sei ahan sansui ya shema mase ni plantinfo na ya no mu ye ha no adumre bia plantinfo se o ma be hwie na akonfo nye plantinfo akonfo ni bi so ma be hwie no aba twetwa mo moja nya be brain san ko siamu bagu ho ne adea uba kra ahanya ontumi saso no enti isi ya no ema emre bi bedu ye ka kire yo se be yi a anu ye ho de omo twa ho njan mo kwa na fo kakra omo ati ase ga se kra bo Victor Soda moko da sebre eni kra wo kurantimi bani nyira mu ni se ne ko si ya ni se o mati na mu no wo mu ebenye o anu me ho bi anu me ho ana o ma san ado won a bridge no eba ye anafo enti bridge o se mu tribute ti o mu your hand the same thing anu me ho ana mo ya de no je se kwa ma ye ho akire papa ni bo ho se ni pai ye ho akire papa no kwari na make you see ano se nsu to bra na ye di baris na ye gigi nyaku nsu sisi so se sa na ye ho akyerege koto pure water kuma sa ya ba be no pure just want to me to be dware want me to be huru ne want me to be si ne ma che ho kyerem mo pa nti prefo se mo moaye
yemfiri ho yenko from Antem Volta region na yebeko Ketu North Crossing ni mu avevlume for kyerese nso wonum enom ho ayede ama wonum mutum na agejia onipa ebre
Tobi gawu apese a otoso mienu eyo hene a wono ewo avelumi ena na wo kasa ewo du totodu festival dwumadi ekoso no ase no chemu se woba ne krom ho a enso papa ne manfo benyanom no ehwo de papa boho ba ko pe ena wo ho an nkrofo no ese nsuo firim enom neso boho no ansa na ombenya nsuo kura firim no ensuo totode a ene ne nsuo eginam na se ensuo gyato a na akoya atache nko a agise ne nkrofo no etwa kwansini be se de wo ho no makokuru foforo so akope nsu papa num ansana wonmo diaba kurum ababenum enunti wo besere mpenifo se sene ne manfo no efa oha hudom no wo mehwe na ensuo hu nsem no wo mepe anoposibe enfama wo.
Drinking water is a problem to them. 2, even the road leading to the town, very bad. Number 3, the work that they are doing for their living. I realize it look like one-way farming, maize and cassava and this sweet potato. Sometimes rain will fail and you realize their living is very hard. To our honorable MP and then to the government, we need the help. First of all, the borehole that will dig, we need a machine to be pumping the water out. And then 2, we need an NGO to help us to change our farming system. The farming is one way. And I would like, we have a land and there is a place where if they dig a dam for irrigation, it will help. And even fish pond, it will also help to create job for the youth.
Assembly member, one also want patem waters, I would do on also ekasai.
So we are pleading for the government to help us and drill another borehole and mechanize it for the people. I think this one will help and prevent some disease like diarrhea, cholera, and co. Because when the water is passing through the ground and falling into the pit, it will lead a lot of diseases, waterborne diseases. Washrooms where we can visit and defecate. This village, we do not have any place like that. So we just go to the bush and defecate in the bush. When the rain falls, it will take it to our borehole. This is also our challenge. So if government can help us build this toilet facility for us, it will help us and prevent.
Na yemra Central Region in Fifi Mantem Kaswa Walantu. Na omanfo kyerese eye Kaswa polyclinic no womo sebi toilets amna no apai pipe ni bi apai ama nsuo no enwunu eba wono FM ho pa ama wonya hwene ebio no nso osuro se yade bi ebetumi aba wono
kakra wa ha ni say gota ne da enye gota hospital suo ni nyina ena nsuo ne fa ha obi yare a ye dware ni nyina sewage chese bibia ena ye wa ha no mbeye sa 6 inches pipe ye nyina ye dwumayefo ye tile space mon ena me bi so omo say adentina omo nye gota ha no da ho say gota adentina omo nye
da omo two pipe omo di pipe no beto 3 days pa na pipe na epaye into amboye into adwuma no mbeye o ha say na amboye ahabom pa samata wudi di kra mpo na wins ni sa wa fa nche inside the wins mi didi ahabom
so ko kan ru we do atem yedua no musenyafo ene yinyanya nofo ene ye ho no efimu fia nkasa na egu kaso enti kaso ade aha no mu program no enye ade e be resolve MCE titru Oban Council na wo ho no tankers force as ya from say environmental for ne dia mesre se saban ni tu environmental for ka dia ye strom onyi wo mu nyire edi na environmental gu kaso ado mo nya adwuma
yemfiri ho no mo woni a odua cocoa tiobroma cacao Ghana National Cocoa Farmers Association omo se aban no enhwe no onye isiachi be ma wonum na daachi bi no omkokrabom wonum amre saban no anyen so a ageni arena ataba aduba wonum be wo so wonum ho
yeshia te se yen adwuma na ye no se de beboa yen ama yetubetum pon se wo de hwe o ye welfare enkoyi ye adwuma yin so a bre ene ahokyere ene noma ni nyina mu mpo ya ye adwuma yin te se afi ya me no wo kasei kokwa ya ton nyina sika no yenya afi yen sabe kesika no enkakra ni etua ne nketenkete because yen tue sika no ema yen aban so we sika se o de ama buying agents so womuna womun tokuko no enkofe bosiam fan tokuko no mu wi aban na gemfaso eni aban ni tumi nya adwuma na wonya adwuma na maye na ye ne aye hu kwan ye di kuku be faso sinse wo de ama obi so obi ton wo no afọ gemfaso enti ededa da nyina ye TV da enti se yama ye dwumadi na be ye problem ye ne ye tua ye di kuku kwa ye ya to enso ye nya sika maye na ye pre edi sa no ma na ye haufa eti ye kasa bibi we sa ban anhwe ni huduma ene ye yenso ye de ani bre ebeti atua kire no pa
ewoko enie kokwa adwuma na ye no ye ma ma ga na nyina denso asia ye koba se ekumpo a ebo yesu so des kotia na ye kokwa akuafo ye de ni se adwuma na ye no enyame na de adom ye na ye enti ya hawa ya pa ne se benye ku adwuma na wo bekọ nkokrabom na omre wabom na wanya mfaso bia enfri so eno ne ye haw kese pa ya ewo pa esre aban se esre no constitution ne ma ehu se also mo bua akuafo kokuafo mo ye pension scheme ene health insurance emayen na ya bona ema the president de bia enu na ye hawa yesu chese we ye adwuma aban mu mpanyimfo ye adwuma okwa ahonidie mu onye 60 years awoni se na ni da bibi so pati ye kokuafo ye ni na hwe so enti se kokoo no sabe se jakutom na hia wabregu se okuafom na wo kawa emo bi enfi ba bi ema e wan kasa na wo sofa na wo bre but adwuma no so a wo ye no wo de bua o man ni nyina nti yesre saban onye emoa wanye hwia ma ye kura nye ye pension scheme na yesre sa wanye maye no ene health insurance no yesre no
Ekwe friend Hilltop Executive Fitness Club omodi atudwa say nipa ho donti ene kuo no wonom ate omo president ene nkane mampanyi say night Marshal J.A. Kofo na oyokoba nana ekwe free ene the story ebae
Executive Fitness Club titi ni nintina waka won ho abomu so obeboa won na woni bi nene wabo anan akokotoko fie do ho akokye kotoko hene said waba ebebo Hilltop Executive Fitness Club titi ni nintina waka won ho abomu so obeboa won na woni bi nene wabo anan akokotoko fie do ho akokye kotoko hene said waba ebeboa no amana kyekye asanteman ene Ghana man nyina eno mu na je Kofo a woye panyimpa edema ekue ene nsɛmtwerɛfo ɛkasa na ɔde wɔ n'ani so ade hu nti a wɔka wɔn ho bɔ mu ɛto nsɛmtwerɛfo anim
the Fitness Club ya tino ɛwɔ ofuma security father so Hilltop di another na yɛ sɛ yɛba da di ɛkyerɛ yɛwira ɛno titioti ɛna ma etu ɛna mo ya yɛba ha ɛbi tama ɛkasa ma fɔ no ɔne tu yɛwira anim sɛ ɔpɛ sɛ ɔbɛyɛ live picture yɛwira so agye ato san sɛ ɔno ne kuro wira ɛda sɛ ɔka ne sɛ oyɛ afuru kasi nyamia ngumu so de ti waje wa tu se petrol obeye na dia wo kan se waje se asiase nkwa ya se obeye no yekuru ni sa ne bo bobo nyanka a se nyamia aduma ifere kwa no be ko nyanka e fi be ni na miasa e ko yu madoye da se bi ka ka enzo ye wo Ekoko bi ewo ho a ze ahokyere pa nsuko bi amono na ho eje ya factory ho se obo bodna se be ko sia ekoko zana se oduba no di na bi se de batu ani mu a enyina cheze ya da se ya na enyina we sika bom ya ade no ya na efe kwa se e ka se ntua ibita gugu e ko tua more than that that is ekoko mo bintira ye tena ko ye sa do eri nyina so de ama ebino
adanse bona eyekuyi domboaboa no fo ono so nso de kakra eka de president eka ye ho
Wani a wade pragia eye adwumako e wo manmu da aban na se ose aban ku yi ku keri aban na yade se waje atom so omfa pragia na enye adwuma na mmom wo sere se ba so mo be license a sika ye je won no yente so kakra ema won owura Emmanuel Ajete na edi animo wo ye kasamafo ema ku na nanansa a report
eti omo hwe se omo be ma ye baabi a ye begina na yetimi load na empo omo so etimi abetwa omo ticket e wo honum 2 ababe legalize no every BB emborsement omo betimi abe etwa emborsement across the stations ni nyina e betimi di revenues and as internal generated fund e di abre assembly no eti ye frame hanum a ni nyina ne se adwuma no ebe hwe na ye yie DVL ye nkita hode ani omedia ye oyen particular
enunti meso as president the management na ho because asemi ba yi no teacher training for frame nursing training for frame university for frame even junior high school be so frame senior high school be frame so when na wo ye kandini dey na wo can dia for asemi because ye hu say injustice against students if you look at the tenets of democracy this actually does not fit well on the tenets of democracy enunti no ye jitu enye enunti ene dey sa kataya babontin say minister yenya say better
ne kon de meda ban yasi waya ade mbom say wetumi aden aji eduma na tu ben mbom de ade ba kwa me mesre na kan say police for no say bibini a omunya abotran den e ma ye nipa won eduma na o den onye so mu ni wa ye ni ya so a omo so ye den omu ni wo bye wo bibia obi bi kra e ye intact kra police o person ye den onti bibi wo Sisadi ni nesre amampeni son
ni won so se si aye danya mi asise pragia na ba pragia ni ti krono no atiso boys bebre omo mbo krono but ade aye sire amampeni ni se ye sire ne pa won fa ya nkasa ya brothers a omanye ejuma a omo ye police for aban for no omunya abutare emaye sometimes put me ride police ni be hia obebisa o lances one ube yi lances na amano but upon ade anti a ope lances no wonim obeji lances na aka cho say da bi wo lances nye papa so mpenifo na omuye lances na ema ya na yesire omo sika no ye bre na yenya enti say sika ni bre omo say omuye lances no maya ya di nyankopon epa omo cho omuye lances no correct lances ye ba road so a police ni bia ntimi ya den enchie
free water reason ho ena me di back aswa nyanya no area ha mi wa ha as a petrol bi company for ne ho ye siseye bia ye di beboa ye riders no ye ni omu kasa se na edwuma no omu be ye no ama ankwehia emba ye ni omu kasa se na omu betumi aye edwuma na ebeboa ye ani omu nyina
Osofopon Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams Edin Komobi afa aware ho na wo kire se wo ye bema na oni 100,000 Ghana cedis e wo bank account mu no enkwa awade mu firi se emwo wedding titiri untimi enye na we ye special report na sikapaye free ene omanfo akodi enkomo
but me who say in a different way no ono de wa che na adwene but de wo kan e fon baby me jitum ba fon baby so me nyinya de entum because our no can for our so no ska ka ho ba nyina na iska by to be frankly speaking as bema de say uniska kura ni kwa say okote kura nka blem sala me hu no because say uniska na okote problem a wo say kopa asem na yede ama ho by say wo sisu say 1 billion no de ana me ntia say chinchina say 1 billion because you started with baby, yeah, that be your baby. You go on or started from 100,000 and I say 5,000. But I say 5,000, and no, they are couldn't see a case. And this was I was saying 1 billion solid and some of our dear non dear. To me, no, many in your day, and your journey. But in the case of fine. So I was saying, Unyeska, and I hope it's can sound our lady and the Metias because Scano or Dono Skaka. So Wale, and I saw our lay, next canoe, Sabia Wale and Quaina.
Or a sofa. But one way then Beccan say, or Nipa Famono. I know Nipa dreams you know, or the cancer Yamia Simonede. Minister of Chester Baby as saying Yamico to Scabby say, this one yes says Scabby Spacey. Nanya Jutribisi and Saturday, Akura, our Remo, our Rene and Yamense, and Oishe. And the Asana or Canamono, but it's a pie, but a sir, Bemadi and Cabo Qua Remo. Who will be cry or home? Undi van Potten and Zapine and Fine Shay. And Zao Cono, Nanka, the Wabwaka.
Send the power once, why, what take your decision? And the decision do I be take care. Watching it. But I must wait my warrior, and I say, be away, Juma. What you my young, or Nanti, Wakonia Bemu, baby, our Pampers, or what to say, be our Baba Waquamu. Now, what do so wait my warrior Barnadia, and the Emphasica, and Tiasi any other, any other worry. And no balance of cars, so better as I say, Abia Mikuno, the sorry and Mikuta take one, the same Mikuta Dama Mikuta Sempua, maybe I'm a sort of Mema Pesua, Pesua, Medema, when you saw, Mesumi, Jumabua. Yes, I know I didn't kaboom. Any our it's managing a year. Our lady and Tiasia said, I'm in for the Kakano. And you only say, open your 100 billion. So no ban in Tiasia anymore. And for Subia Maso. So, and I a crone, quite a fast one over better. So, baby, or more. Or dog being Yamano, the even crown is a woony bucrana, when you say, Eddie Ablabona, Eddie Mobo, to be doomed, Rebino, when you come over Faswa. Mubetinasi ahwam kola ne abusia so the kobase bia se onya 1 billion san 1 billion no ase na enye easy sa o
de mamene ne ya adwene se ne modimbo Ghana no awale na yekono sebi se wo ko na wa hoboa no enye ndu level o se kudura aya na ekofa problem ba ono oba ni tem because all say minua no mu bebelebe a omo pre omo ho akwale amafo na no munya ekura nkomo yede komo jai because na ahoboa no anase bia de o se oye as a man like send ho yeah if you want your family man kura na as a man there so ko for bi lisia say bi be say the problem na your problem o obeyale your problem obeto atale your problem even so obekọ adwuma kura na top money obekọ adwuma kura no
Ebejina yewe so ni akofo ya boafo nkrato ye ba ebekọ agobrama so near the sports abrel.
Dawson the disefata se ohwe na otie ena yede esum wo sports lawyer ni the only sports lawyer in Ghana football. Yes, FE Sports and Recreation Minister Honorable Kofi Adams na so osi doping border omateno doping sensem ewe football mu omomfani agro omutwe obi a take action against Nipano.
Yet, as sport, which has globalized, its challenges have become more complex. Doping remains one of the greatest threats to credibility, to health, and to values that make competition meaningful. That is why, for me, today matters. You are being entrusted with the responsibility of safeguarding clean sport in Ghana. You are now the custodians of a system that must protect athletes, guide institutions, and assure the world that Ghana competes with honor. This government, under the leadership of President John Dramani Mahama, did not pursue these reforms for symbolism. We pursued them because they were necessary.
Sesia the teacher said the Taranga Lions of Senegal at the ball up to the Forest of Egypt Atana. So Senegal 1, Egypt 0. Game no guswa ekoso na mo enche bia na game no eba na wie 7 p.m. na yeboabo ho 8 and a big game no Morocco, the Atlas Lions of Morocco and the Super Eagles of Nigeria and a bebo. Still doping since Ghana and a Professor Francis Dodu and they just say no krenye ombeteki ne serious na yebenya excellence of our football no and other sporting activity pepe ye ebe adwuma I will see take doping no serious.
The way we address it these days is that many weeks, months, sometimes even years, and in a few cases decades later, somebody gets suspended, and there's a little bit of a fanfare when a 42-year-old person is given the medal for winning the medal at the 400 meters 20-something years ago. It doesn't quite give the individual and the country the individual that comes from the credibility. There's also the other side where when your systems are weak, your anti-doping systems, and you end up with a lot of your athletes testing positive, as is unfortunately the case in Kenya right now, your country loses reputation. So that if a young Kenyan athlete goes out and wins a competition, the first suspicion is that, maybe he also doped. So for those reasons, it is really incumbent on us, those of us who've been appointed today, to make sure that we can sort of cobble together a system that can support Ghana's bid for becoming a greater nation in sport.
From Francis Dodu, Professor Nensemno, Yanko Baba Yara Sports Stadium, operational control of Baba Yara Sports and Gym Center, you say, Akodi Dr. Aidonkoho, American Circle 001 patron. That's Asante Kotoko. Na ene ni oho. Yenhwe de koso.
Some years ago, almost year renovation for Can 2008, no. Now this place was equipped with the modern equipment. Now, as the years go by, no, nani money is be free moon na emibi and somewhere last 2 years almost a be na tell nani money here. Nti ekonya ba say betimi ya ba be sum na ahwe ne aboa na penyifo bi ka ombo mu ni penyifo din komma sa ekonya ne ba ya mencha de epenyi odi animu no aboa ma ne ma we nyina apa abekufia no ma ebesi esen bi mu kese kura chen se titie no ye the modern equipment aba and I'm not because there will be a physiotherapist at the premises. If it be a physio center, I'll be aside doing the exercise cramp. No here, upon maybe Anna, Pessimia Bow, maybe a be here, no be a be here, a Mampudia Costrono, a Betimia Bow. Into her name is here, and near my dear Baba Bois, I have 4 abois, you don't know Kumasi, as Santimena, our Munia say, or Mapumudin, which may be an umbefia. There will be an instructor at the premises, Aboha 24/7, maybe be Owaha. When you be aerobics, obviously, the weight also for anybody was offer. Maybe also you know so use in one much remo. Inti ye be mama in Yanuma or Mukumasi in particular, those around Asukwa Stadium, Asafo, Bantima, Amikum. Maybe I will be a bit my baby, no bar no power bit me about.
Mr. Julius Ben Emuna, where Juma over 10 years, and I'm a Ghana Football Association. Which means Odobias Juma Dino. Or the aba na wie Samuel Kasa die okwakoye new MD ama Accra House of Folk the Continental Club Masters inti wada Mr. Kurt yes Okraku and a Ghana Football Association nyina ase yemfi ona fe yenu nkomo ewo ensem fufuro ma ye ko Liam Rosina na so coach Emma Chelsea or say Chelsea team no abe meet good players and hope say nani so adi hunu nyina abebem as manager for Chelsea.
About this job from before doing this job. I've studied, people in my life know the sacrifices I've made. Yeah, it's an amazing thing when it kind of aligns and you get an opportunity like this, and I intend, you know, to give everything I possibly can to make this opportunity a successful one. But I have to say as well, I feel like I've earned an opportunity. You know, this is Chelsea are a huge club, and I know a lot of questions are being asked of my CV and my playing career and my reputation. At the same time, before Chelsea, I had opportunities to go to Champions League clubs. A lot of people saw the work I did, not just in France, but in Hull and in Derby, and maximising the resources that I've had and playing in a certain way. So I want to prove that I'm worthy of this amazing privilege that I have to be head coach of Chelsea Football Club. And that's
the sports lawyer, the only sports lawyer in Ghana football. And I'm in Tifo at the Nigeria Cassie Etwaso.
Arisma be mo majo emamo akwaba eba enigede kase so medin ede nanama intifo ye hye nsam na se a Association of Methodist Church Choirs e wo dwumede bia new year bia wodi na wo friend rededication service eno no ye se choristers ni na ba be hia fa ko na wasan agye atum biom se wonam nyumto kwan so ebekoso aka ewurade asem na ekoso ewo mmemmia ewo new year bia na eno so nam so ma anano anasa na wotwe etwemu no kopemu ewo adweso a Ebenezer Methodist Church Circuit Choir aye adweso eno so e de omode ehye so a choristers ekochie ya sign ko dedicate anase omosan ko gitum biom se omonam nyumto kwan so basan aka onyame asem. Ebusiana enu echi na yebo pini sopopanyi oda ejesu sekit na no very Reverend Collins upon anane ene ne di nkomo ebisa ne se na adwumedi akokodi ye no abekwasama etietwe ene sei
Methodist education say afina hase no kwaresasi na be pie urade anim na only wo mopam kire say yebo say to mu asi obio e wa fie de anim nyina so wo baba be gire urade fie e de nyonto aboa asore ye na nyonto no sumpo ne wunsem no e kan se be break asafo ba podebi wa dubia kwaresasi beto no asafo no ku fie grasi asema ya eti adwumu no epia asenka no na masenka ni mu ait ene wo ma die ho ato so be no eno na hyew se brain brebia
ebusuam yenkwa wiensam no ewo Nigeria memu na Nigerian skit maker osan eye influencer edi adodo na edinum no eye sunshine na arahosama abetu dwane se okoye fibroid operation wafemu ahwere no nkwa
Nigerian influencer Sunshine ma entifu bredu so ide mijeni nyinamu ede ama pc ladi owie kase no owo amanane madawase amomo no hwa abro
yanko amanane ensemu yakwa Soiland na rahusamo asie ni se efidia ewa ne kron ne kosrai Freddy Crane ode ye adwuma train bi etwamu a efra boso ama enipa bi ato nananom
Bridge bo ewo Abaruta Chani Thailand memu wa bra train bi akwakohwe ase nanam so atoyem hwa nipa aduasa mienu ato anu wansiedo ama afoforo adusia nan epra mu oden enkra ne kiremu se nipa ya wafiri mu no akora mobo nse bi odi mfie baako ene maame abrewa bi a odi mfie aduo wotwe enum na wote train mu ebi eno mu na State Railway of Thailand before ababe kiremu se ebra na train e kono se na contractors bi so eye adwuma ade peja concrete ni bi no obi nim ne ekoba ya etimi free clean no so a ekobo train so ma eja etomu ni nyina mu no omo bo talent ma ni nyina no gbase aban enhwe e ma sa ara wisemi enkoda kra animanim ya o ma hyese o munya nhwemu emfa sa ade no ho construction company no e ade empanfo edi animu ni nyina aban ahyese aposifo nche mu na opom nkoto afiase kopem bra obeye nhwemu
doctors mienu ya kire wo mo efri se enkwada motafoa enkron bi efrem wato nananum ewon siedo Russia ena asemwe esie
Aposifo ewo Russia mem achi adokotafo mienu enam se na wonsa so ama amofra bawo mu waya sabia kese bi a ewo Novokusnet no wonyina ato anom ewon siedo enkra ne chirem se arewo semiesi Novokusnet Maternity Hospital a free base general abosumi ewomi ni de di kan bepem ene de aye kasei na eno mu ena Russia Investigative Committee kasamafo Stevelana Petrenko abechirem se enya adokotafo no nkwa na yachi omu chief physician Omachino sanso na head of intensive care wa ya sabia ho omachino enam se enam wonsa so amu anyo adwuma yi amanipa bi enso aye niamo ho a emamofre nkron ato anu monse do sase mbeto dwana kan wo bi amanipa dodo opa na obu afu e Russia memo a ochese sa ya sabia yi sempi won we 2024 na Dr. Penny oda ya sabia no ya chi no ejeli no emfie nwotwe enam se okote bribe efree obi a oba beji ahwe ho
Erikasiano esi hadomo na Newman College Department of Nursing edaswa admission kohonom ne ko nya entity e wo nursing mo na kwa abonten a obey nkonim bi for frɛ 0574 661117 0267 330492 promise eba woto habendra hodo nyina bi e Oyerepa TV abrosan yase frɛ 0535 544 681 na enoma enkoso emawo medi edi PSC lad yeda mu nyina wase ye ma moni hwa enya ado meka se Domino's Bobiscom erade asomdwe nkan